Hello friends, so I'm back with another video on sociology optional subject for UPSC CSE mains examination. So in this video we are going to learn about the sociological thinkers Karl Marx theory of historical materialism. So here we are going to do the sociological thinkers Karl Marx and his one theory historical materialism. So now these are the theories that we have to study for Karl Marx 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now first we go with historical materialism in this video, and then I continue with another theories in next videos. So his theory of historical materialism is also known as materialist in European history. So if we break the word historicals and materialism and then know the meaning, that will come out will be historical means that we are understanding the sociology or the society with or according to the past, and materialist means matter, that means economy. And I am already told that wherever you see the word ISM means looking from the eyes of that thing. So here we come out with history with the eye of economy. So Marx, in his book The German Ideology, wrote that he wanted to understand the history of Europe to understand the nature of capitalism. But in this process, he read so many books, but he got disappointed as in all the books belong to the rich or capitalists. So he found that history books are full with the stories of kings and queens, their leisures, conspiracies, etc. So then Marx said that it is not possible to know history through books, and then he kept books aside and tried to understand the evolution of society from his own understanding, and it became known as theory of historical materialism, which Marx called self-clarification. So then in this when he started to understand the European society from his own self-clarification perspective, he found a four stages of European history. First is primitive communism, then ancient society, third stage is feudal society, then fourth one is his capitalist society. Now first we look towards the primitive communism. Now as you know, that primitive means the old ones, or those individuals who lives on food gathering and hunting, or starting society, or the society at the starting stage. And then communism means here the property belongs to the community, not to the individual. Then as you know that here is no surplus production, so which leads to the formation of a classless society, that is all were equals, which is known as egalitarian society. That means all peoples are equal here. Then his second stage of understanding European history, in this stage society keep in contact of new economy, which Marx called mode of production. And in this, the mode of production is cattle rearing, ensuring surplus production. As you know that in cattle rearing we have surplus production or overproduction, or the production beyond our fulfillment of consumption. So first time in history human being surplus production will be happen. So surplus production leads to the conflict in the group to have control over it, as surplus production leads to more production, making mm, more products beyond our fulfillment. So in this conflict, the group which emerged as winner are known as masters, and those lost are known as slaves. So master got basically control over the surplus production, as well as slaves, as economy determines social relationship. Here master got control over surplus as well as on slaves. So then it leads to the emergence of two new classes, such as masters and slaves. So in the third stage of European history, we have the feudal society. So in this third stage of understanding European history, the mode of production was agriculture and land and animal. So this will lead to the emergence of two new classes such as feudal or landlords who controls land and animals, and the serfs, and the another class is known as serfs or sharecroppers. Sorry for the writing spelling mistake. It is sharecroppers or known as tenants. So in the fourth stage, and in the third stage, that is feudal society, the feudals were have the absolute over owner of the land, whereas serfs were the tenants. But here, feudals are not technically or legally have control over the serf, but practically serf were under the control of those landlords. Then we have fourth stage of the European history is known as capitalist society. In this, the machines and capitals were the most important means of production. Here, mode of production is different from previous modes of production. That is, in previous mode of production, production mean for consumption, but here for production, profit. So in pre-industrial society, family was unit of production and consumption, but in the new economy, unit of productions become factory and consumption become family, and these both were separated out. So here machines and capitals become source of production where human resources were less required. Here the work of human will be done by machines. Mass production become reality here, and this lead to also two classes in the society. First one is known as bourgeois or the capitalist, and the second ones are proletariat, that is industrial worker. So basically, relation between bourgeois and proletariat was based on cash nexus, which is merely an economic relationship. So here Marx concluded that profit is the reason behind exploitation and miserable condition of proletariat in capitalist society. So unless profit motive and capitalism are not abolished, the dignity of human being and labor cannot be established. So basically this leads to the understanding of history of Europe, and it is known as theory of historical materialism, that is economy determines history, and whenever economy changes from one stage to another. So the criticism of this theory is a sociologist Robertson criticized historical materialism as story and not history. According to him, history is written on the basis of some evidence, facts, time, etc., which is absent in Marx analysis. Marx recognized only two classes in history, that is, exploiter and exploited, which Max Weber, Orlin, Wright, W. Lee, or Warner do not agree with this view. So, now the conclusion of the whole topic is Marx is a conflictist revolutionary who himself claimed that his understanding of history is for self clarification. He wanted to abolish capitalism, and before that he wanted to understand history of it. So here are many factors responsible for taking history from one stage to another, but before Karl Marx, economic factor as a social change is not recognized. So it lead to a new factor for understanding the history, that is economic factor. So economic factor plays important role in shaping society, which is well explained by Karl Marx. So after this view, a new perspective of history writing developed, known as Marxist history, in which economic factor considered as important for determining historical process. So the common here, these are the two things that will lead by the Marxist theory and will be used in understanding the history too. The common man became the hero of history. It is called grassroots intervention to change a respective society. Thank you for listening me, and if you want to follow me, please click on the subscribe button, and if you have any doubt, just write it to me. I will also try to solve your problem. Thank you.